Hey sweethearts, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a very heartbreaking moment since I came across this news of a certain Dr. Praj Judge Kwame, who happens to be a consultant. He's a medical doctor and a consultant at the Winnie Trauma Hospital in Ghana. He was alleged to had abandoned a patient, a woman, to by the bush. I cannot place my head around it. Now, I'm not going to say, Ghanaians, these are now. You know why? Number one, I've had two major surgeries successfully done in Ghana. Like, if I don't tell you that I don't have thyroid glands as I speak here, you would never know. I had multinodular goiter surgery in a clinic in Ghana back in 2012, where all my thyroid glands were removed and I was placed on a lifetime medication, daily medication. I take levothyroxine medication every single day of my life, and I'm going to take it till I take my last breath on earth. Now, I owe Ghana medicals I owe them that praise. Yes, God did it, but I owe them, because if it hadn't been for a professional or the professionals, I would have maybe lost my cute voice that some of you admire today. I would have even lost my life. And as a matter of fact, they did a very neat job. Look at my throat. If I don't tell you I was butchered like like some, you know, animal at the slaughter, here was opened. They had to do the surgery. It was a very sensitive one, and everything was perfect. Everything happened successfully, and today I can stand here to talk to you all with this cute voice you admire, because Ghana Medical Center made that happen. I'm never going to forget that man. I've also heard acute appendicitis back in 2008, 2009-ish, where the appendix don't almost burst from my belly. I hadn't even deposited one pesewa. I was wheeled to the theater. I was successfully operated upon, and my life was saved before my then friend had to solicit for funds to deposit pending when out to get myself. I was unconscious. The hospital had my surgery done, and then deposits were made before I could get myself. So I'm not going to say Ghanaian hospitals are like that, no. And I'm not going to say Ghanaians are like that, no. Because Ghanaians I know, if not for anything, they have regards for humanity. They have regards for women, mothers, sisters, their wives. So this Dr. Judge Kwame, whatever he is called, is just a devil. This man is just a wicked, heartless, mean human. And I just hope that by now his license as a medical practitioner has been revoked by the Ghana government. This man doesn't deserve to practice as a medical doctor because he lacks empathy. Oh my goodness. Something opposite that happened in Nigeria a few days ago. Harrison, my friend, who's the human activist, remember him that is putting out his head out there, his life at risk, trying to find Abigail, the missing Abigail and Celine. Yeah, that young man, Nigeria doesn't deserve him. He found this woman abandoned by the expressway, Benin Expressway, left with 2% blood only. The woman was just left with 2% blood. What that to buy? Harrison mobilized, paid an ambulance. They went to pick this woman up, straight to the hospital, paid for the medicals, paid for blood, pints of blood, immediately. Look at the restoration within how many minutes of humanity, of kindness, of empathy. This woman has hope. Now, nobody knows her house, nobody knows her relatives, but then she says she's from Abo, so they are now asking who knows this person and all that. Because, of course, she might be a victim of maybe kidnappers or ritualists or stuff like that. But this Dr. George Kwame Pratt did not put out that woman. He didn't put out her picture. He didn't go to report to the authorities that, or the TV stations, even social media. Social media has made everything easier right now. This man didn't bother to make, a post about this woman. Oh, in case anybody knows her, this is who she is. She says she's from so place. And, if anybody from there can please identify. He didn't go to report to the chiefs or whatever from that area, the local government. I don't know how they do it in Ghana. He didn't go to, get contacts of the main authorities that can take over. He didn't solicit for funds so that people can maybe contribute money for the woman to be taken care of, pending when they identify her or maybe her relatives come for her. Okay, she's shouting and all that. Probably she had lost her senses and stuff out of pain and trauma, and he didn't take her to the psychiatrist section or the psychiatrist hospital to be taken care of there. He rather gave instruction or order for them to drive her comfortably with an ambulance and go drop her in the bush by the roadside. This is completely unacceptable. This is a very, 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 very terrible thing to hear. This particular woman who had lost her legs during the accident, nobody had come to identify her as a relative, and she was the only one left amongst the accident victims. She was the only one left, and she mentioned, I think she only remembered she came from somewhere, I've forgotten what they called the name of the place, and that was it. Now, it was alleged that the nurses reported to the doctor that the woman kept, making noise at night, disturbing other patients and all that. And this doctor, this Ekwensu in human form, the most heartless, in fact, the first time I'm ever encountering a very, very mean, heartless Ghanaian medical practitioner gave an order or instruction that the woman should be taken to the place where she mentioned she was from, that she should be taken to that place and dumped in the bush by the roadside. And then human beings who are supposed to be workers obeyed this horrible instruction or order. They took this woman in an ambulance with her wheelchair comfortably, drove her cozy drive to the grave, drove her comfortably to this roadside and abandoned her in the and dropped her in the bush by the roadside, kept her wheelchair there, and comfortably drove back to the Winneba Trauma Hospital. Now, that is not enough. Human beings recorded this video of the woman when she was still alive by the bush, by the roadside, recorded her. Nobody took her to the hospital around there. Nobody made any efforts to put her out of danger. She was left there in the bush. She laid there. Oh, she watched the sun set right before her. She saw the darkness crawling above her, covering her up. She watched people pass. She watched animals crawl across her. She listened to the birds. Yeah, of course, it's rainy season. It rained. She watched the rain fall. She watched herself soaked in the rain, on the floor, in the bush. Oh, she watched the rain stopped. She watched the day broke. Yeah, morning came. Oh, I guess she hoped that maybe, just maybe, something, a magic, a miracle could happen so she could at least be been taken to safety. But it didn't come. She was there 3 days. Day one came past. Day two came past. She was there. And the rain, the sun, the ants, the animals. She was there. And then she gave up the ghost. I don't know how to feel about this. Like somebody's mother, somebody's sister, like somebody's daughter. She passed helplessly with wounds on her legs not being treated, no medications for 3 freaking days. People passed comfortably, videoed her, yeah, posted. She passed her. You see, both the doctor, both the nurses that reported to him, but the people that drove that ambulance to dump her at the bush, but the people from that area that were passing and did nothing to save her, they are all going to suffer. That woman's blood is on their heads. Oh, the curse will be on them forever. I don't know Ghana to be like that. It is heartbreaking because I do not know Ghana to be like that. Now, that man is not a Ghanaian. I think people should carry out a DNA. And then for the fact that he's even a medical practitioner is the most disappointing part. Please, Ghanaians, I want to hear that that man has been brought to book. His license has been seized. Because I cannot place my head around how people sleep well at night when they watch other people go through the things they go through and they comfortably sleep well. How? I don't know this woman, but I just feel this sharp pain in my heart, like I know her, as if she's related to me or something. Why are people so mean? Dr. Pra or whatever, whoever you are, wherever you are, the nurses that reported to you, the people that obeyed that silly instructions or order that you gave, but the driver that drove that ambulance knowing fully well this is where I'm driving to. You people you were comfortable to leave this woman. You left her by the bush so that what animals could eat her or what exactly? You left her there. It was rainy season. You were comfortable. Una no go buy well. None of una. Every human being that saw that woman without rendering any help no go buy well. It no go better for any of them. This is not acceptable. It's not what Ghana is known for. Ghana has always been known for having regards for women, having regards for their mothers, their sisters. That is the worst decision I've ever seen a medical practitioner take in this life. It's a big shame, a very big shame, and a very huge slap for the whole of Ghana. It's unacceptable. That is very wrong. Very, very wrong. And I hope the government use him as and set good example. He deserves to rot in jail. His license needs to be revoked. All those nurses, all the people that were involved in carrying out this atrocity, they all need to face the law. Please, Ghanaian government should not take this easy with him. They should use him and teach every other person a lesson. And there were people complaining that some of the medical staffs, nurses and doctors are mean like that towards patients. That is bad. You should stop it. If you don't have patience, you don't have empathy, you don't have kindness in you, you have no business being in the medical line. So you shouldn't just go for the job because of the money you are getting there. You're supposed to go for the job because you have love for humanity. So please, if you know you don't have the patience to handle people who are helpless, then you don't have to go and look for another business and start doing. You shouldn't be into nursing or medicals at all. Please, let's be guided. As Africans, we should really, really be careful of the kind of courses we pile up for our generations to come. When I watched this video of the matter being discussed at the parliament or something like that, I was at least hopeful.
Doctors and nurses,
because if it was somewhere I know, nobody send anybody. So if you buy, nobody go come the table your matter. They abuse the tabling how to create more states when the ones where they get already, they never handle and finish. But who go get time they discuss woman where they dump for road for the next thing you go hear say, oh, the woman they go for hookup, that be where you get the accident. Or you go hear say, oh, they dump am for road because it be hookup girl wey Yahoo boys don't use for rituals and shit like that. Nobody cares. So please, Ghana, you shouldn't fall into that category. The government should make sure they use this man to set example so that other practitioners will sit up and treat their patients better. Human beings deserve better. Africans, we deserve better. There's so much wickedness in the hearts of so many Africans that you wonder how. And these Westerners, they know this. That is why they use it and make sure that they keep everybody under them. because they know say divide and rule if they help. And they know that Africans know they might know they do get love for each other. So it's easier to penetrate. Please, we can do better. Hey.